East African history. Karagwe Kingdom. Karagwe Kingdom. Origins. Karagwe Kingdom extended between Rwanda and Burundi, Lake Victoria in the north, western part of Tanganyika. The settlers in this area were Bantu who carried out farming and grew crops like millet, sorghum. They had come from the southwest around the 15th and 16th century. However, the Bantu are said to have stayed in this region for 43 centuries before migrating northeast to Benio and Tora. Later, a section of these returned to Karagwe after the Luo invasion. By the time of their return, they had combined with the Chwezi. They reached Karagwe around the 16th century and set up the Hindu dynasty, the establishment of Ruhinda's rule in Karagwe. After the Luo invasion, Ruhinda led his Chwezi immigrants from Benio Katara to Karagwe. He deposed over the local leader known as Nano and he set up the Hindu dynasty. He established his rule in Karagwe and built his capital at Biwahangwe. He then sent his sons with royal regalia like spears to establish Hindu dynasty in all the surrounding areas. This gave rise to small sub-dynasties under his sons. These sub-dynasties included Jisoko, Kaintwara, Oingiro, Buzinzu, Busubai, Yuko and Nasa. The creation of several independent Hindu sub-dynasties by Ruhinda's sons created rivalries, and these weakened the Hindu rule in Karagwe. These small kingdoms were not directly under the authority of Ruhinda. When he died, they became independent. Political organization. Ruhinda introduced a centralized system of government. The centralized system replaced the clan system headed to clan leaders called Muharambwa. Upon the death of Ruhinda, many areas that made up his kingdom declared themselves independent. East African history. Karagwe Kingdom. Ruhinda used the clans for efficient administration. These clans were not destroyed by the Chwezi immigrants. The clan leaders Muharambwa were charged with the collection of taxes, tribute and were also in charge of religious rites. The clans were grouped into 8 bigger units for easy administration. The units included Kainia, Bukora, Kaintwara, Kiziba, Oingiro, Misini, Bugabo and Karagwe. Each of these chieftains became a nation called a hanga and chiefs would dismiss a clan head if his people appealed. The clan heads had political, religious and judicial powers. These were supposed to head clan courts that settled disputes. Age sets were encouraged among the Baniambo and young boys of the same age were called at the chief's residence where they would be trained in military art. After military training, they would be sent home and only recalled in times of military emergency. The few who were outstanding and very skillful were sent to the king's court where they learnt correct court manners and language. Economic organization. They were mainly agriculturalists and they grew crops like sorghum, millet and bananas. They also kept the longhorn cattle. Ironworking was another economic activity and tools which were made included hoes, spears, and arrows which were used in agriculture and defense. The people of Karagwe also carried out trade. They exchanged trade items like ivory and iron products with Buganda and coastal traders. Social organization. The people of Karagwe believed in ancestral spirits. The Muharambwa was supposed to lead over religious functions. A caste system. Class systems existed in Karagwe Kingdom with the pastoralists as rulers and farmers as the subjects. Settlement of conflicts was entrusted to the clan leader Muharambwa, but the head of the